Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Hey everyone, how are you this evening? Thank you for joining us here on In the Psychic Flow. Delighted to be here with you. Let me put on my live comments so I know what's going on in the viewer audience world. I hope we have some people joining us on Spreaker and Periscope and YouTube and Facebook pages, and I hope that you will join me. Otherwise, I got to keep talking. So please jump on. And I didn't send any messages out today, but I did post it. So I hope that you will join me. There's Spirit Angels, 22. Thank you. Great to see you as well. What did I want to talk about a little bit tonight? I wanted to let you know we have some, where's my calendar? Fabulous guests coming on. Let's see, next week is the 9th. You have me tonight because I didn't realize I had a show tonight for some reason. So you have me. I didn't book somebody. And I could have got someone, but I decided, no, I'm going to do readings. I enjoy doing readings. So I'm going to do that. And a little psychic chit chat. Next week, we have Reverend Kevin Lee from the Metaphysical Chapel of Sarasota. Of Fort Lauderdale. Where is my brain? The Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So he's going to come on and he is going to, last I heard, he's going to speak about the secrets of the seance room. Now, if you remember, Reverend Kevin Lee has been with us previously, and he talked about precipitation mediumship, and a lot of people really enjoyed that. He's a great motivational speaker, author, teacher, minister. He's fabulous. So we have him next week. The following week, so that would be July 9th. Can't believe it's July already. July 16th will be Jeremy Ryden. I said it correctly. I'm so proud of myself. Jeremy is wonderful. He is adorable. He is an astrologer extraordinaire. He is just fabulous. We so enjoy him. He has his own show here on Goldylocks Productions. So I hope that you will check it out. I think it is it the Spiritual Insight Show? I'm sorry. I have all I can do to remember my own show name. So please don't be offended if I don't remember your show name. I'm going to ask a Reverend Tiffany Sage Woman to please post the website for Kevin and Jeremy. Well, at least Jeremy, because he's a show host, and he just had Jimmy Mack on from the Jimmy Mack Show. He's a delightful gentleman as well. And they're both very interesting men. So the 9th is Kevin Lee. The 16th is Jeremy Ryden. The 23rd, I hope you'll join me, because this is a friend of mine for over 30 years, astonishing woman, paranormal investigator, psychic Jane Doherty is known across the world. And she's an incredibly interesting lady, did ghost tours and TV shows and off-Broadway. And she's just a fabulous guest. And she's like one of the pioneers of psychic work. She's also an author. She was skeptical about psychic ability. And so she investigated that and strengthened her skills and became very well known for her psychic ability. So very interesting. So she knows both sides of the coin. So I hope you'll join me for that on the 23rd. July 30th, Mr. Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer, comes back and joins us. Always a delight. I call him the Dynamite Kid. He is just absolutely fabulous and a very knowledgeable and great lecturer. Some of his talks are available at the Edgar Cayce Annex in New York, and you can log on there and take a look. He is an absolutely wonderful personality. He gave me one of the best messages from Spirit that I've ever had that was life-changing. I have to say that. And so many kudos to him. His website is evidenceofeternity.com. He is an author. He has 2 books out, and I believe he's working on a 3rd. So I hope you'll stay with us all of July. And if I forget to tell you, have a nice 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. Keep your pets inside because of the fireworks. You never know. This is when animals get lost or hurt or injured or killed. We don't want that to happen. So please keep them close to you. That's my new girl, Sugar, in the background. She's quiet, thanks to CBD oil, and we'll see how it goes. So if we don't have any fireworks tonight, she might be quiet and sleep through the whole show. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, my website, Higher Realms. Here it is. Jeremy's show is Higher Realms on Tuesday evenings at 8 o'clock. Great. I didn't want to forget that. So there we go. And my website is carolancarey.com. I hope you will consider me your spirit connection and contact me for a private reading. I'm going to do my best this evening to hit as many people as I can. Can't guarantee that I can get everybody, but I'm going to do the best that I can. So what else? What else do I have to tell you? Oh, one other thing. My Reiki teacher and master and personal friend, been a friend for many, many years from Pennsylvania. She now lives in Georgia. Her name is Cindy, Cynde. She is experiencing some health problems, and I would ask that you send some Reiki to her, some healing to her, if you wouldn't mind. She is so generous with her sending her Reiki and absent healing to me. She gave me this lovely bracelet when I lost my boy Morley, this one here, and it has all the different colored beads on it for different dogs and cats, and it has an angel wing, and it has a heart on here. So it's really lovely. So I wanted to thank her for that. I wanted to wear that tonight and send her a lot of love in case she tunes in. So let's see, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, I know. I had one more thing I wanted to tell you. Remember when I was talking about trance? Probably don't remember. Probably everybody's new. I was talking about the seance room. And since Kevin's coming on next week, I wanted to talk about that. This is there we go. This is a trumpet. I don't know if I showed you this before. This is a trumpet for a seance room for direct voice mediumship. And this is a student one. They're usually bigger than this. But this was given to me by Reverend Tom Newman for the trance circle that we led for 4 years, which has continued, re-energized and has continued. And as soon as COVID lets up, we're going to start with that again. But I wanted to point that out when I talk about a trumpet. That's what I mean. So in case you were curious about that. Okay. So you probably weren't, but I thought I'd bring it up anyway. All right. So where are we? Oh, Anita. Hi, Anita. How are you? Oh, let's see. Where are we? Let me start at the beginning. Hi, Jill Hayden. How are you doing? Spirit Angels 22. Carol Rodriguez. Hi, how are you? Nice to see everyone. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Goldylocks. Same time. Anita. Anita, you are my first. Isn't that interesting? Let me have a little sip of water. Let me show off my gorgeous cup again. This is my gorgeous cup, which is made for me this is a Mother's Day gift from my daughter, made by her friend, Lisa Dempsey, South Plainfield, New Jersey. Please check out her website. She's on Facebook. She does all these, and they're quite beautiful. Anyway, okay. Anita. Anita, I know. It's a lovely gal. Anita, thank you so much for joining us. Were my grandfather and uncle members of the Polish Mafia? Well, let's ask them. Wonder if they cop to it after all this time. I would think so. Are they in spirit? I guess they're in spirit, right? My glasses crooked. My glasses are always good. You know, I look so much like my father. It's too funny. I look like my father, Matt, with these glasses on. It's so interesting. I saw a spirit medium, Reverend Janet Nahevak, was posting today. She's a wonderful and astonishing woman, also a very good teacher, wonderful medium. She gave me a great message a few years ago. She was here in Sarasota. Just love her. She has a church, Spiritual Journey Church in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. She just bought a schoolhouse in New York by where the Fox sisters started spiritualism with their experimentation with banging and knocks. She bought a schoolhouse and is renovating that. And she's also set up a center there. She is a delightful woman, an ex-Catholic nun, very versed in everything spiritual. Where was I going with that? Oh, she posted a wonderful recipe today for pierogies. And I was like, boy, I love pierogies, but I wouldn't make them for nothing. So anyway, okay. So I guess that was a signal that Anita's family's coming through. I am seeing things like, and here's something interesting. I had not seen this before. I'm seeing a sausage or kibasi, and I'm seeing sauerkraut with caraway seeds in it, which the only other person I knew that did that was my Uncle Frank, who was not an uncle by blood. He was a friend of my father's, and he's passed as well. And he would come up to New York State, where I was living, where I grew up, and he would cook kibasi and sauerkraut. So I'm getting that. Not only do I get the feeling of that, Anita, I'm getting the smell of it as well. So I don't know if caraway seeds played a part in that for you, but it did for me. So I would say that they're here. And I have, I get there are 3 of them. You're asking about your grandfather and an uncle, but I feel like there's a third gentleman over there, maybe more, but at least 3 gentlemen in spirit. One is brandishing something like maybe a Polish flag or something like that. What? And the answer to your question, I believe, would be yes, at least for the uncle, because he's saying dangerous. It was a dangerous situation. So I hope that helps you. I'd like to stay with them a minute because I think they have a message for you. I'm sure they have a message for you. But they're kind of just showing me who they are. And your uncle is also kind of bragging about a car. So now, did you, in our home, where I lived in South Plainfield, New Jersey for a while, there was a Polish American club there. And I feel as though your grandfather was associated with something like that as well. I don't know if that was in Poland or it was here in the US. I do get a very proud feeling, very patriotic feeling with both of them for the United States. So I would say yes. Anita, I would say yes. And I also want to say there's a lot of icons around, religious icons around these 2 for some reason, if it would be in the house. And they look more like, I would equate them to Greek Orthodox, excuse me, almost. That type of icon. They probably weren't, but it's just that kind of style of artwork that I'm seeing. Anyway, so the message is protection around you. I want to let you know. Oh, he was a member of the Dayton Polish Club. Okay, good. And I want to say to you, he has he's mentioning the name Hoffa. So I want to let you know, I don't think he's inferring that he knew him, but he knew of him or something he's associated. Yes, so I definitely feel I'm seeing brass knuckles here. So I really feel there's a rough and tumble and probably something like the Truckers Union, or maybe they had something to do with that. Maybe that's why I'm seeing Jimmy Hoffa. Icon was the Black Madonna. Okay, thank you. Yes. So yes, they were, and they are surrounding you with protection, a lot of love. Aside from that issue, I always hear, my mafia was full of nice guys, Okay. Well, they were somebody's father, somebody's uncle, somebody's grandfather, somebody's, and they played that family role, regardless of what we think of what they did as an occupation or what they did business-wise. They were family to people. So I do get that surrounding you. I do get the pierogies, and I do get, I'm being showed a twisted bread here as well. So I feel as if there's a lot of Polish specialties and dishes, and they talk about that, about the way things are done. And I also is referring to a Polish mafia. That's the way things were done. That's what I'm getting. So yes, they were, I do feel that they were associated with that, and a lot of love to you. So I'm going to let that go until they tell me something else. Tracy Kyler. your private reading phenomenal for me last week. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you. So glad to have done that for you. Thank you for blowing my horn. I appreciate that. Huge change for me this week. Anything you can pick up on? Tracy. I don't remember our reading, which is good. I try not to remember them. You're right. There's a big change. There's a man involved. Get a man. I don't know if it's romantic. I feel more dollar signs around this. New boss, new associate. I feel like a little bit of travel, like in and out kind of traffic. So maybe local traffic lights, maybe not too far. I see note taking and actually I see you recording things on your phone or a list or something. I don't know if you do that. I just want to advise you, a lot of color associated with this. I don't know if it's the way you're going to dress or the way you feel about yourself, but there's a lot of color here going on. And I feel very positive about that, like bright colors, like oranges, really deep purples, vibrant colors. So I don't know what that's about. Yes, you're right. And I keep seeing dollar signs, Tracy. So I like where you're headed. I like where you're headed with this. So this is great. This is a great change. So hang on. I feel like somebody's showing me like sort of like you've been like in a whirlwind. I feel like I'm on a ride, like a kid's ride at the carnival, and I'm holding on really tight to the seat in front of me. It's kind of like that. So just hang on. It's going to be okay. So if I get anything else, I'll let you know. Partner brought out, doing my thing, girl. You're good. Good. Glad to hear that. Good luck to you. Jill Hayden. She has read it and will respond. Oh, good. Good. Oh, okay, Tracy. No problem. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Anita says, yes, good memories. Oh, wow. Kavita, hi, how are you? Hi, Carolan, love your show. Do you have any messages from Spirit for me? Thank you. Kavita. I also get, now I know I think I read for you, at least on the show. I think I did a private reading with you. I feel a full force, a group, at least 3 women here, very forcefully coming in like, don't forget us, like I could. They're right here. And you as well. I feel some really ethnic specialty cooking going on. I have a smell here of some kind of cooking and rice. I don't know why I have rice. Something. And I see somebody putting like a pinch of this and a pinch of that, like herbs in here. So some kind of spice. So I want to say that to you. These lovely ladies surround you in everything that you do. There's also a big bowl here. So we're stirring. Food is very important. Thank God for food. Food has a lot of emotion. I always get people talking about cooking and stuff in spirit because it's an identifier. They like to bring that through. Memories. They like to connect with you that way. But it also says who they are, what kind of culture they're from, that kind of thing. They also know I like food, so that helps. I did a podcast this week for a friend of my daughter's, Coffee with Chelsea. That was a lot of fun. And I had a big black dog, and she did take it. She was texting me the next day telling me, oh, that was my grandmother's dog. Well, I was like, okay, good. With you, too, I have a dark animal, and I would say it's black. I have any messages for spirit? Kavita, do you have a grandfather in spirit? Because These three women are here, but this gentleman came forward. It feels like a grandfather for you. At least grandfather, if not great grandfather. And I feel very like cold weather clothing on, like wool, like a plaid-ish, heavy wool. And it's like it's raining outside. It's almost like that red and black plaid that was very common for hunters. It's almost like that, but it feels like wet wool. It smells like wet wool. And so that means maybe he was a hunter or he worked outside or something with lumber, but definitely all weather kind of guy. So I want to pass that on to you. And he's showing me rolling cigarettes. So somebody rolled their own cigarettes at one time or had something to do with tobacco. I don't know if there was a pipe there or there's tobacco here. So I just want to say, I don't think he's come in before. And I have, oh, you have two grandfathers in spirit. Okay. I have somebody handing sugar cookies to you. Not sugar. They're a little thicker than sugar cookies, but special cookies just for you. And I think that might be the other grandfather. So I'm also saying something. So I have mom's dad is saying to me something about cookies for you. So when you were little, I think you used to go visit. I feel it's mom's family over there. And the other gentleman may have the wet jacket on, but I just want to say that they're around you all the time. Particular protection. We're seeing a lot of that generation coming forward. I'm not sure why, but they're more than welcome to come in. If they have anything else to say. I also want to say to Kavita, excuse me. I've been spraying my bug spray, so I want to talk to you about the tires on your car for some reason. I just want to remind you. Okay, so people are looking out for you in spirit. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they need to be changed. When I got the message, my one tire was almost completely flat. By the time I looked at it, I was like, oh, well, thanks for pointing that out. So it might be something dumb like that, okay? And Anita had shared the icon was the Black Madonna. Interesting. Carol Roderick. Good. Thank you, Anita. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kavita. If something else comes in, thank you, Anita Zivin, for sharing that. Carol Rodriguez. Does my mom have any messages for me about my son? Let me just read this one. Okay, so let me get this. Mom passed away 2 years ago this month. Okay, we can speak with her. And your son is here on this side, correct? Let me know. I think so. And you know what I want to say, what she says? You know, she said, I want to say to you how delightful she feels to me now. That was not always the case. I think her passing feels not traumatic, but there's turmoil. Okay. As naturally there would be. So I feel maybe a chronic illness kind of feeling like something unfortunately gone too soon. But I want to let you know how delighted she is to be able to come in and how her feet are moving. So I don't know if she appreciated music or dancing, but I feel as if there's music surrounding her and she's very happy about that. She shows me herself younger. I have two women here. I have one with lighter hair, one with darker hair. I feel like your mother might be with the darker hair. If not, it's an aunt. Okay. Dad's sister, mom's, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to get into it because I'll just mess up the message. Your mother is talking about how proud she is about recovery. Would you understand that? About recovery, recovering something about recovery. Something about your son. And she says he needs to, they have noticed progress. So I just want to share that. I hope you know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I'm just delivering the message. Message is about my son. Your mom passed 2 years ago. You're welcome, Anita. I feel your mom in her day. I feel, Carol, I want to say, oh, yes, cancer. Okay, so she had an illness. Took her too soon. I want to say how attractive this lady is in her younger days. And I want to let you know that in spirit, they can pick what time frame to present themselves to you or to me. Their happiest times, generally, their prime of their life. And that's where she's at. And I feel she's got like a pencil skirt on. Quite a nice figure. And those like pointy flats, they're not ballerina flats, but they're like that. They're flat, but they're pointier toes. Remember those? My one sister had a pair of red ones like that, and I borrowed them and wore them to school. I thought she was going to kill me. God, I was a hit that day. I was like a fashion plate. That's what I see her in. And I feel her body wiggling to the music, like almost like a twist Watusi kind of feeling. So I want to let you know your mother is feeling 100,000 times better. She's pointing out a ring. I don't know why I'm getting this. Looks like a wedding band. I don't know what that means, but I'll pass that on. And I want to say I gave you something. I gave you something. Could be a medallion, a cross, or something. And I also want to thank you for what you did, because I feel like you were writing notes for her after the funeral or something, or some correspondence. I want to thank you, Carol Rodriguez, for doing that for your mom, because she thought that was very special. I feel like you put it off. But you did do it. So I want to thank you. And something about, I believe she has a brother. So I want to say that. Let me know if any of this resonates with you, and I'll go back to it. Tracy, yes, business. Oh, Jill. I was asking if she read and will respond. It was a question. I feel like she's kind of skipping over it. It's not personal enough. You know, what I had suggested a birthday card. I still feel that. But, you know, of course, that's your choice. You know your daughter better than I do. I kind of feel she kind of skipped over it. I think she will respond. Men's amends. I can't really add too much to that, because it's not as meaningful to her as, you know, an email is not that meaningful. It's not personal enough. So I don't know. I really don't know. I feel she may respond, but there's the word, I guess, delayed. I think she has to think about it. I think she has to read it. I feel like there's a lot in there. It's not just a simple, hi, how you doing? Maybe too much in there. The best advice I could give you is to pray for the situation. Now, we have to pray and let go of the outcome. And that's what I feel right now. I'm not confident about answering this, because I don't feel that she's read the whole thing yet. So let me move on, because I'm really not sure about that. I do feel you'll get an answer, but it's kind of delayed. So we'll go back to it if I get anything. Thank you, Jill. Alyssa. New here. Would love to know when my partner and I will get into our new apartment, and maybe if my uncle Will comes through to you. Okay. New apartment. I don't know if September means anything to you, if September lights up here. So that could be significant. I feel like I'm rearranging the living room, or I'm getting new living room stuff, or we're trying to squeeze things in the living room. So yeah, I would say by October. You know, September lights up, I would say by October, because it feels fallish out. I don't know where you're from, but I kind of have a fall kind of feeling. I feel like I'm buying something new between the two of you. Like there's something that makes the place yours together instead of just, piling her stuff, his stuff, my stuff. There's something that is significant to both of you. So yes, I think it's by the door. I feel like this is our place, or the two names or something. There's something signifying that this is your place together. So very nice. Uncle Will. Somebody has a rifle here in spirit. I don't know if somebody was a hunter, if I'm still in the last reading with a grandfather, or if I have Uncle Will here, let me know. I also want to say Chef Boyardee out of the can too. Don't ask me why I'm saying that. I have no idea. And I feel like I have a bottle of scotch or a bottle of bourbon here. So Alyssa, let me know if that belongs to Uncle Will or not. I don't want to stick it on him if it's not him, but I have somebody in spirit trying to talk to me. Boy, Kavita, you're really putting the screws on, aren't you? Okay. Kavita's question is, yes, I have done a private reading for Kavita, and she does cook. I have been receiving crosses in the sky when I asked Jesus for a sign. I do not converse with Jesus on a regular basis. That's not my job, but I will tell you, I feel him very strongly around me. I feel him. I know the presence when I tap into that consciousness. As a person, no, I do not speak with him. Not because he's not available. It's just, I just don't. And I believe wholeheartedly in his teachings. It's just not something that I do. I know my prayers are answered, and I know yours are too. I would say I know he has a lot of, I would put it as diplomats and celestial beings that carry out things for him. And I definitely feel that. I think that, Kavita, to answer your question, the crosses are always there, but they're only visible to those who have eyes to see. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not just signs for you, they're signs for humanity, and they're always there, but we just have to know where to look. So I appreciate you saying that. That's my take on it, that they are for everyone. Jesus is with you all the time because you ask for his protection and his love, so it surrounds you. And the cooking is not your cooking, it's someone in spirit who would cook and would have these things. And they're green herbs, so I don't know what it is. Oregano, don't know. She has two grandfathers in spirit. I think I touched on that a little bit, not sure. If I was to ask Jesus about your crosses in the sky, that's what he would tell me. The crosses are for humanity. Those with eyes to see will see them. And so thank you for the validation that you're giving him, that some people are actually noticing them. There's also an angel wing similar to what I have on this bracelet for you. So I'll pass that on to you. But somebody was a really stellar cook in your family and talks about it all the time. And there wasn't any measuring. It's like, little this, little that, and some of the best cooks, that's the way they do things. But I feel as if you are making something that used to be made for you. So I'll pass that on. Grandfather's okay. Hopefully you can see my comments. Wait a minute, let me back up. Michelle. Mikeyella? I just butchered that name. I am so sorry. Yeah, hopefully I will see your comments and get to them, Melissa. Michaela Jones, is that right? I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Miss Jones. It is female, correct? Yes, I believe so. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany, for lighting that up. I'm new, following up for a message. Like and share. Oh, thank you. I have a fatherly figure here. This is the female. Let me know, Tiffany. Is this the female, Michaela? I believe it is, right? Let me know. I have a fatherly figure here in spirit, hon. This be your dad. Let me know. Venus going to trigger now. Spirit Angels 22. Would love to receive a message if you have anything for me. Spirit Angels 22. Lori. Her name is Lori. Hi, Lori. Yes, I want to say I have a friend in spirit for you, female friend in spirit. Could be an aunt that was a friend to you. Close. Oh, I'm sorry. Cousin. I get the word cousin. Friendship. Hold on 1 minute, Lori. I got to get back to Michaela here. And I'm sorry if I am saying your name wrong. I so apologize. It's a beautiful name. Okay. She's saying my baby's dad, but also my little brother was dad. Lost both tragically in the last 2 years. My baby's dad. So what are you saying to me? You have three men in spirit? Praying you have one if mine, both males died tragically. Well, I get the word violence with one. One is definitely accident. I do feel violence surrounding someone else. And I'm very sorry for that. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to go there if that's not correct for you. The baby's father is in visitation. I want to let you know that. And there's some kind of toy, rainbow toy. Oh, murdered. Okay, let me get back to this. Age 33, Joe. My brother was 27. Suicide. Then brother murdered. Also have 2 uncles. All right, I'm staying with the younger men. Your brother, 27, is being brought in by one of the grandfathers. And I'm not reaching with that. I do feel someone holding his, like supporting him to be able to talk to you. Because there's a lot of anguish with him still. Brother murdered. Okay. So that could explain why this young man has such anguish around him. And your grandfather, one of your grandfathers here supporting him and has him by the elbow, like side by side, and he's holding by the elbow, like asking him to come forward for you to let you know that he is okay. I feel like he was a little shipwrecked and that there was violence here that someone had to contend with. I mean, the brother. And I want to say to you, I'm in heaven. I'm with granddad. I'm with grandpa. And that's not what you go, Opie or something. There's another word for grandpa or grandpa Matt or grandpa Pete or something. Anyway, there's another word to signify who's who. Kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit. And I want to let you know. And somebody's saying you were named for me. Okay, so I'm putting that out there. If my understanding is correct, your brother was murdered. I want to say that he has nothing That could be the violence that feeling here. And I want to say to you, our granddad, he was very true. My brother, a lot of violence stories. Well, wrong crowd, right? Okay, got it. Everyone can read your comments. I don't have to repeat that, but I just want to say to you, he recognized, I'm going to tell you exactly what he's saying to me, which I've said, and people rip my head off, like crazy. He put himself there. Hello? We all make choices. I know from personal experience. I did really dumb things. I mean, if I told you, you'd never believe it. But I learned from that. Fortunately, now I kind of try to stay out of trouble as much as I can. It's not easy being a New Yorker, that I'm very opinionated. I always have something to say. It's not easy, but I get where he's coming from. He's taking responsibility. So he doesn't have Ozzy. Okay, that's the name. Okay, I knew it was something Oompa, something. Oh, okay, good. Thank you for verifying that. He is with that grandfather, and I want to say to you, your brother is accepting responsibility for putting himself there. He put himself there, and so he's taking responsibility. He says, "I really can't blame anybody else," and I am so glad to hear this, because see, this is why it is important to allow those people in spirit who have passed over, who have gone through their life for you, who look at their life from a bird's eye view, the whole thing, with their angels, with their celestial beings, with Jesus, with God, with whoever, Muhammad, I don't care who it is. They go through this, and it's not like, oh, you did this wrong, you did that. They just show it in a movie. And I had this happen to me after an accident. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Put myself there, almost killed me. And I saw my life review, and I can tell you, it's not a blaming thing. It's more like a, wow, boy, I really shouldn't have done that. Or what was I thinking? And that's where your brother is at. So he is taking responsibility for his own actions. He has no hate. And he says, I understand. And I hope that you will forgive me. And those are the words he's using. I don't usually stress that. I would rather you try to understand where he was coming from. I think you've got it. But he said, I'm sorry I checked out, because he really wanted to be an uncle. He really wanted to be a big brother or a younger brother. He really wanted to do more. But his disease path took him off his path. Okay. So I want to let you know he's safe on the other side. Regardless of what happens, folks, suicide, murder, they're all in heaven. There's different areas, celestial spheres. We all find our way. We got people who love us. Everybody's accepted. That's where Jesus comes in. We're all welcome, no matter what we did. So I want to let you know that, and I want to say to you, he's got a beautiful smile, your brother. Beautiful smile. Handsome. I feel very handsome. And I want to, he's mentioning locket, something about a locket. Okay. I have to do these kind of quick because I got a lot of people on here. But I want to say to you, heartfelt, he is all heart for you. Loves you, loves you, loves you. Your baby's father comes in visitation to see his child. All right. And nothing but kindness towards you. And that was not always the way. So I want to say that to you. Okay, I'm going to move on. Where are we? Yes, he's still living. No, I didn't get to you because I need some confirmation, hon. You're not being annoying, not at all. I'm sorry. It's not that easy to read the comments and then read spirit. Oh, okay, Alyssa. You're welcome, Carol. Alyssa, he loved his guns. Okay, so let's go there. So is this dad? Oh, no, it's an uncle, isn't it? An uncle? Let me go get back here a minute. Sorry, folks, I got to zip back here. Uncle Will, okay. You're not annoying at all. If you're annoying, I will tell you because I'm from New York. So I will tell you. Loved his guns. 100%. Oh, yes, he does. Because he has the cloth with the oil. He's oiling that. He was very, you mentioned that he has a garden. He's very proud of his tomato plants as well. And I have a big flower. I don't know if it's a dahlia, a peony. It's big blossom, vibrant. And so he's doing that on the other side. But he also cleans that gun. He was very, he took very good care of that. I feel like he's a hunter, kind of. Like deer. Maybe. Okay. So yes, he's doing very well. And a message for you is, cute. I don't know if he grew roses or not. But he's like, I want to tell you, do not forget to stop and smell the roses. So that's what he's saying. All right. I also feel animals around him. I think he had a couple of dogs, maybe. And they're like it's like a hunter kind of dog. I don't know if he went for big animals like hogs or anything like that. But anyway, there's animals around him in spirit. He's very happy over there. A bottle of JD. Mike Yellow, who was that? And weed. Oh, God bless his. See, there's all kinds of stuff in heaven. That's why it's called heaven. The difference is you don't need it. Heaven frees you from everything that fetters us to the earth. It's there if you want it, but you don't need it. Usually, they will bring those things through to give you some evidence of who they were. They really don't need that stuff in heaven, but, I guess if you want to use it. And Uncle had a garden, he loved to cook. Okay. Good. Kavita's saying she saw Jesus in a robe when I asked her for a sign. I was sitting in trance circle that I spoke of earlier, and I led for a few years. And I had an experience through my channeling guide, Rose, brought this vision to me. And it was a vision of Jesus. And it brought me to my knees. I've been Catholic for, I was raised Catholic. And I never had an experience. Well, I had some very good experiences, actually. I learned about charismatic healing from the Catholic Church. But this vision of Jesus, I literally felt like getting out of the chair and falling to my knees. All I could do to keep myself in the chair. And spirit people around me on either side of me. Let me step into the vision. There's Jesus in white robes, right? Appearing on a mountaintop. And a whole bunch of people there. Falling prone on the ground because of the magnificence of this beautiful vision of Jesus coming in. So I know what you're saying. When it hits you, it hits you. And I can still physically feel that urge to throw myself on the ground. I have no idea why. And people were so grateful in spirit around me. I could see people actually on their knees, falling prostrate to the ground. It was such I will never forget the sensation. So I know what you're talking about. Hi, Josie. Did I skip somebody? No. Okay. Josie. Joanne, I don't know if you had a party for your graduation or something. The reason I'm bringing it up, it is a younger version of you dancing with your father. You're dressed, lovely dress and heels, and you're dancing with your father. And I would say you look about maybe 20, probably younger. So maybe prom, graduation, something like that. And he's just delighted. That's who your father is. Just loves dancing, showing you off how wonderful you are. Your father says they're kind of making a joke about your brother that passed. I don't know if you have more than one that passed, but I know you had a brother that passed. And he's saying, I finally got him out of that chair. And he's got him, he has, God bless him, he's got your brother, and he's like, for God's sake, you know. Your brother is with the dog, big dog. There's a big dog here. And joking with your dad. The joke is, he said, it's too bad he had to die to get out of that chair, but we finally got him out of the chair. So your brother is enjoying the music, and I'm seeing him have I have a picture of him with a can of beer in front of the bar watching the music. So I think he was younger. I think he drank something else in his later years, but he has a can of beer in his hand. And it's just meant to be like, you know, enjoying himself. So I want to pass it on to you. Your message, Joe, is I know you're always worried about Frank, and your brother is saying you're not going to get rid of him that easy, Joe. You know, he's here to stay. So stop worrying. We're looking after both of you. It's a full-time job. So I just want to let you know that. Okay. How we doing? Nancy Gary. Oh, my name's Gary. Hers is Gary. What am I doing on time? Oh, 8:52. Boy, this goes fast, doesn't it? I want to speak about mom, Nancy. So I don't know if I have mom here in spirit, or mom's mom, or mom's family that wants to say hello to mom. I feel mom, though. I really want to say mom. I don't know why. Let me know if she's passed. Mother figure. I really want to say mom. And I want to say this lady in spirit is saying something about missing a step. Like show me going down her basement stairs, or something about missing a step, or trying to stay in steps. Something about steps. So I want to let you know that. Also getting a fresh water pond, something about a pond. It's okay, sugar. It's just one boomer. It's okay. I know. Go back to sleep. I'm being shown a woman's hands, and there's a lot of her nails are done. She's got rings on, and I want to say I feel a very attractive woman here. Oh, good. Michaela, good. My middle name is after my granddad. Okay, good. I lost my person. Whoops. Let me go back. Nancy. So I have I want to talk about mom, or I have mom. You have to let me know. I have a mom figure here. I have somebody who's like a mom, and I really get mom big time. So I don't know if mom has passed, but I have somebody's mother here. It feels like, Nancy, when I turn it to you, I just want to speak about a brother. So it's her brother, your brother. I want to speak about a brother. And Nancy, I want to say, I'm being shown the stair, missed a step, but I also want to say to you, keep going forward. Keep one step at a time, keep going forward. So I don't know what the turmoil or struggle is. I don't want to say turmoil, but I don't feel turmoil, because I know you're going to come out the other side. But I feel like there's a rough spot here that we're transversing. And I want to let you know that you just one step at a time. That's all. Just take one step at a time. I hope that helps. I have a lovely lady here, and she showed me her hands. I got nails done, rings on. Can I have a reading? Maria Helena Souza. That name sounds familiar. Can I have a reading? I have time. Am I drawn to you? Happy Bray. Mother's still alive. Okay, Nancy, your mother's still alive. Okay, thank you for that. Then I'm going to go with, is her mother passed? Because I feel somebody very close to mom, that what they was being spelling out mom, everything is mom, mom, mom. So does your mother keep her nails done? Does she wear, it was mom and she passed too. Oh, okay. Might not be for you, Nancy. I have 5 minutes. Could be my grandmother or aunt. All right, let me ask for something more specific. Aunt. And would this be mom's sister? I want to talk about mom though, for some reason. Could be mom and her daughter. Somebody has, yes, you're going through a rough spot. Okay, this rough spot will not last forever. Everything's temporary, they're telling me. So don't worry about that. I also, she's been showing me a book, and there's a bookmark in it. And I don't know if it's the Bible. I don't know if it's something specific to you that you found encouraging. If you, I kind of get reread that. Oh, okay. Nancy says she has an aunt that's living this. It's her nails done. Okay, so it's associated. This lady is associated with that aunt. All right, mom, aunt. She keeps saying it very loud, and I'm very forceful. And I'm not. She's not going until I tell you that. So yes, I have this lady in spirit, and I want to let you know they're well aware of what's going on. And this is just a rough spot. This is not forever, Nancy, so don't give up. Just put one step in front of the other. Helena, your mother passed away. I don't know if somebody had tuberculosis or pneumonia. So I'm hearing the word tuberculosis, so I don't know if that was in the family. I don't think that's what killed them, was their demise. But I feel something about lungs with mom, if I'm correct. Maria, I can't breathe. I'm having fluid. I feel like I have fluid in here. I want to say to you, that was then, this is now. Now I have the most beautiful flowers with your mother that she offers to you. And these are not roses or anything like a passion thing. This is more like a beautiful garden. There's daisies, there's pink flowers, there's something bluebell. So I'm getting the word bluebell here. I want to let you know, Maria, that I feel like maybe I had a pre-existing condition. I don't know if dad or mom had that, but I feel like whatever I passed from really wasn't that much of a surprise because I had some kind of previous condition. Whoops, I'm down to 2 minutes. So I want to say to you, happy birthday. Why is that coming out of my mouth? Okay, so I want to say that to you, Maria. So I don't know if it's mom's birthday, your birthday. Mom's like, don't worry. We got this over here. There's a big table set. There's a soup tureen in the table. Who does that? Who does that? Soup tureen. You don't even see that anymore. So there's a party going on, Maria. This is your sister, I swear. Am I? Oh, good. It is 8:59. I don't think I missed anybody. I'm sorry if I wasn't quite clear and that more people can take that, but my website is carolancarey.com, Carolan. Please book a reading with me. I can go into more detail. It's a little, this is kind of like, what do they call shotgun? Giving messages like this, which I like doing it, but I like to see people and go like one at a time. This, I'm reading them, so it's a little distracting. Anyway, I'm making excuses. I'm doing the best I can here, folks. And thank you so much for letting me talk to your family in spirit. I really enjoy meeting with them and learning from them. They are wonderful. And a lot of love to you. Stay safe this week and keep your pets indoors. Okay? And I hope you'll join us next week. Don't forget, Reverend Kevin Lee, next week, the Seance Room. Bye-bye now. Have a good night. Stay safe.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to